baseball showdown between the two areas that may have taken place some 150 years ago. To help us along as we present a vintage baseball exhibition, please welcome baseball historian Stu Thornley.
Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon, baseball fans. Today we are going to take you back in time, nearly a century and a half, to 1860. Baseball existed at the time, and you're witnessing a match played by the rules of 1860s between the Cream Cities Vintage Baseball Club of Milwaukee and the Quick Steps Vintage Team of Minnesota. This is the leadoff batter, Mark Mazik. And a ground out, Tommy Wergeson to Fred Buckland. The umpire normally will not get involved in making the calls. He'll leave it up to the players to determine if they were safe or out. And batting for the Cream Cities there was Jason Dennison. Batting third for the Cream Cities, the right fielder, Eric Rowdy Radeg. That's a nice one-hopper attempt by the behind, Jim Wyman. Balls caught on one hop back in 1860 were out, even foul tips to the catcher. Normally they would play 3 outs in an inning, but for today's exhibition, the teams will split their time equally. And that ball is an out. By rules of 1860, balls caught on one hop were out, as Dan Death to Flying Things Levitt corrals it for the Quick Steps. Batting fourth for the Cream Cities, the center fielder, Pete Hurricane Haydock. That does not count as a strike. Any foul balls did not count as strikes. It had to be a swing and a miss. No balls and strikes were called back in 1860. Hurling for the Quick Steps, Rich Arpey. And that's one strike on the batter, Haydock. Cream Cities were established in 2004, the vintage team fashioned after Milwaukee's first pro team, the Cream Cities of 1878. You'll notice that the basemen have to play very close to their bases with the exception of the shortstop. It's a ground ball, and it's going to be a fair ball because it hit in fair territory first. Long throw across the diamond, and Haydock is out because runners overrunning first base did so at their own peril. So Buckland there at first base making a nice tag. Batting fifth for Milwaukee, the second baseman, Dave Gator Schneck. Balls are always in play. It doesn't matter where they go, the ball remains in play. By the way, if it does go into the stands, would you please return the ball? Batting sixth for the Cream Cities, the left fielder, Dave the Heckler Heckman. Wyman the behind making a dash for that ball, trying to corral it on one hop. Tommy Wergeson takes it on the fly for the out. Shortstop in vintage ball could play between second and third, or for a left-handed hitter will probably move over between first and second.
Who discovered the land of the brave and the free, I don't know.
And the Quick Steps get the out at second base. That was Bob the Barrister Rogers, who was the batter. Batting eighth for the Cream Cities is the third baseman, Matt the Terror Torres. Back in 1860, it was 9 innings, although we'll be playing just 1 here this afternoon. That's one strike on the batter, as it was a clean swing and a miss.
Baseball, baseball, ain't it a wonderful game? Old Christy Columbo.
That was a foul tick, but Wyman caught it on one hop. So the striker is out. It'll bring up the number 9 hitter, the shortstop, Gary Handlebar Hetzel. Nice line drive, but Paul Harris catches it on one hop, throws it in. There was no force in effect at second base since the batter was out. And we're going to switch sides now. The Quick Steps will come to bat. They were the first vintage team in Minnesota when they took the field in 1994. They're sponsored by the Halsey Hall chapter of the Society for American Baseball Research. First batter is Howard Wrong-Way Luloff. He was actually out when the pitcher caught the ball because it was a one hop. There you see the Quick Steps on the scoreboard. They've been playing since 1994. First vintage team in Minnesota. Striker now is Barry B.B. Bengston. Quick Steps have performed all over Minnesota as well as all over the country. That's a fair ball, being tracked down by the hurler, and the throw to first is in time to get Bengston. The fair foul rule was in effect. Balls hit into fair territory remain fair. Batting third for the Quick Steps, Kerry the Admiral Smith. Okay, we're going to let the players sort this one out. And apparently they've agreed that Smith made it into third base successfully. The umpire will not get involved in the decisions unless the players are unable to agree about the call. Batting fourth is Josh Sayonara Ryer. That's going to bring in Smith with the first ace of the game for the Quick Steps. Tally keeper Mary Needles Stolkus is marking that on her score sheet. Batting fifth is Doug the Orator Ernst. And they get the force out at second base. Batting sixth, Tom the Shamrock McCaffrey. Our umpire today is Bob Tholkus. Runners do have to return to their bases on foul balls if the defensive team can get to the ball to the pitcher and then back to the base. The runner is out. Batting seventh for the Quick Steps, Tom King Tut Tuttle. Now the shortstop caught it on one hop, or on the fly, which means that the runner is doubled off. If that had been a one-hopper, the runners do not have to tag up, but in this case it was caught on the fly, and the Cream Cities turn a double play. Here's a number 8 hitter, Christopher the Saint Nelson. And that's an out as it's caught on one hop. You might see that on the highlights tonight, except that cable television had not yet been invented in 1860. Here's the center fielder, Dan Death to Flying Things Levitt. And Levitt is out. Fielders will typically surround a ball as it hits the ground. Batter is Fred Sure Shot Buckland. And Buckland showing good wheels as he goes into second base with a double. His teammates are hollering Leggett and well hit, the terminology of the day. And McCaffrey has to ring a bell to make the ace official. Dick Feist is the batter. Over at the tally keeper station is a bell, and runners scoring have to ring it. It's another nice hit down the left field line. Batter is a left fielder, Paul Harris. Harris goes the other way. That'll bring in a run, and they're going to go for the force, which they're unable to get, so that's another base hit for Paul Harris. Striker is the shortstop, Tommy Wegerson.
Mary cried, "Go on, you fake, go home for goodness sake. Don't believe you're half awake. Sure, this ain't an Irish way." Next man up was Joe McCoy, the heavy-hitting boy. It hurt poor Dan when Mary shouted, "That's the boy!" Oh, Joe, Joe, oh, Joe, I'm so gone. How far that little
A very nice two-run double for Wegerson.
bodies on their feet, making lots of noise.
They didn't have artificial turf to worry about back in 1860. They just had rocky fields. The hops could be even worse. Here's the third baseman, Michael Andrag. And a nicely played grounder by the Cream Cities. That'll bring up the right fielder, Greg Nelson. Greg in real life is actually the brother of American League umpire Jeff Nelson.
If I pitch, can you catch? Will you hold the ball? When you step to the plate, will you swing and fall? If you play, you gotta know how it's done. Can you catch? Can you hold a hard one? I mean, baby, do you know the game?
Nelson has to hustle back to first base as he overran it. He makes it safely. Here's the hurler, Rich Arpey.
Can you hit ball I throw to you? Southpaw, can you hit ball I throw to you? But get your bat ready, baby. Let's see what you can do. Do you, baby, know what it's all about? Do you, baby?
And nicely played by the center fielder to put out Arpey on one hop. Final batter of today's match is going to be Jim Wyman.
So get your bat ready, baby. 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 Let's have some fun. If you can hit that ball, you can make a home run. Play ball.
And it ends on a one-hop flyout. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our demonstration of baseball 1860 style. The Cream Cities Vintage Baseball Club and the Quick Steps Vintage Baseball Club thank the Twins for the opportunity to present vintage baseball, and thank you for your attention. We now return you to the 21st century.